Are you willing also to undertake the unions?
Am I willing to?
Undertake the unions?
The unions right now, see, there's...
It's going to be either taxes or unions.
No, you know something? Right now, what everybody likes, what the Republicans like to do, and let me be honest, Rudy Giuliani, every time he runs, and right now he's coming back helping somebody to try and create a third Giuliani term. Every time Rudy comes back, what he says is, oh, we can't, if you elect a Democrat, this city will become unsafe. That's the rhetoric. Rudy came back to endorse Mike Bloomberg in 2009 and said the same thing. The city will become less safe if you elect a Democrat. The other side of it right now is, if you elect a Democrat, they're going to raise your taxes. They're going to increase your property taxes right now. And I realize that property taxes are away because you can't, as opposed to assessments, and don't put it past what they're doing, property taxes hit everybody, hit everyone. Large, small, big, middle, hit everybody. We need to work within our budget first. Number two, the unions these days understand and understand well. We are in a very difficult place. Working with the unions, and no, I have a good relationship with unions. I have a very good relationship with unions. It is not the normal time. We're going to have to sit down, and what I've said is, as the mayor, and I've said this to union leaders, we're going to open the books, we're going to go through this together, we're going to find savings, we're going to work together, because the only way that we can get through this difficult time is collaboratively. We're going to have to work together in a very different way. The unions helped to save this city in the mid-1970s, and while we're not almost going bankrupt, it is going to be a difficult time. And we're going to have to work together collaboratively and differently than before. And they understand that. So they're trying to come up with ideas and suggestions for people to look at now, because they understand they're part of this city also. And their members, if you raise taxes and property taxes, their members get hit. And their members are having a hard time living in the city of New York, just like the rest of us right now. Yes, sir.
You touched a little bit about the security and about crime. How can you assure us that once you're going to be mayor, that the city will not go back to previous times in terms of crime and security?
A couple of things. Number one, I wouldn't let that happen. But secondly, and I'm going to hit a couple of things, you wouldn't let that happen. The people of this city are different. If you go back and look at mid-1980s, we had crime. And we had rampant crime. And what in the city of New York, people threw their hands up and said, well, there's nothing we can do. And government agreed. Well, you're right, there's nothing we can do. That's changed. Government no longer says there's nothing we can do. That's number one. Number two, you know that there are things that we can do. That's why I talk about adding police officers. We have to add police officers. Right now, we're probably about 34,000 police officers. 34,000. We haven't been below 35,000 police officers in over 30 years. The number of officers you have, and you talk to police more than I do. You talk to them more than I do, and you know right now, they're telling you at night how difficult it is in sectors that have very few cars and very few officers. That's why you're also seeing overtime go up. You start to bring overtime down, that's additional dollars that you can use to pay for additional cops. Civilianization would drive hundreds of additional police officers. Jobs right now that police officers do sitting behind a desk, put them in the field. And you have civilians who are paid a lot less than they are. Let's do that also. I'm committed to getting up over 37,000. It's not going to happen overnight. We can do it over a period of time, but that's my focus. This city will not go backwards. We are not going to become a different city again. If anything, let's make this a safer city. And I'm committed to making sure that our police commissioner is among the best and the brightest, that we have somebody who knows what to do and keeps this city safe.